those who are leaving us, our seniors. So if you would stick with us for a little bit to hear about why we love and appreciate our seniors so much. So can I have Jane up here, please? Let's hear it for Jane.
Jane gives me car rides to like everything because we both live in Auburndale. Okay, I think I can speak for everyone when I say I'm really, really glad you auditioned for New Tones this year. Not that I had any say in it because it's also my first year, but I'm still very, very happy that you did. When I saw your name on the list of new recruits, I got really excited because I saw a name that I recognized because of Williams, my parents, or even Kevin. Shout out Kevin. Since then, especially these last couple months, we've had some really fun and very random times together. Whether it's stealing milk from your house, since most of us can't take spicy chicken, or making fun of how much Ed Sheeran you have in your library, an unhealthy amount, by the way, you have always found a way to make us laugh. Jane, you are such a kind and lively person to be around. You make sure that everyone feels welcomed and wanted, which we appreciate so very much. And this is why it contributes to the millions of reasons why we don't want to let you go. And although I'm sure you can't wait to leave Auburndale and drive on over to Villanova, which first of all, congrats. Let's go Villanova! You better come back and visit so we can catch up or go for another bike ride where we pretend we're any good before quitting and going to Starbucks. Jane Squared will live on forever. I know that for certain. I'm so proud of you, Jane. Thank you for making these memories hold such a special place in my heart. And don't get too much fun while you're away.
Jane, you are my favorite senior that joined us here. Yeah, exactly. You're also my favorite picnic blanket distributor, and you park pretty well usually. In all seriousness, Newtones would be so different without you, and I don't think I would want to be in that group that wouldn't have you. So that's why I'm leaving for California next year. Anyway, thank you so much for being a part of Newtones, Jane. We all love you so much, and we hope you are happy with whatever awaits you next in life. Your next path in life could be voluntary, or you could Mattan your way into something. But what is Mattan? A verb. But fate, in other words.
Ben is next.
Dude, I'm gonna miss you. That's not the end of the speech, but just right off the bat, it's nuts to me that you're just taking off in a few weeks. Taking off in just a few weeks. You really left such a huge impact on me and this group of people. I don't know what we'd do without you. Even though I've only really known you for 2 years in my time at South, you've made those 2 years so much better than they would have been had I not known you. If I'm ever in a situation where I'm feeling anxious or not great about something and I see that you're there, I know it's okay because I know I can always go over and talk to you and it'll all be better. In addition, this guy has the best music taste. I don't know if you know this, but if I'm ever in need of new music, I'll go into your Apple Music profile and see what you've been listening to recently. And it always works because he listens to the best stuff. You're really one of the best dudes I know. Thank you for making my experience here so much better. You really are the father of the group. Now I want you to repeat after me. All right? I will visit next year. You will visit. I will visit next year. I will visit next year. For those of you who don't know, that means he has to do it. Alright, yeah, I love you, man.
Okay, I wrote a bunch of notes because I'm not good with like big speeches, but and I'm also testing myself to see how long it's going to take until I cry. I was reading through. Oh, fuck. I was reading through
through my diary. Yes, I have a diary. And my first diary entry talks about you and how it's your birthday and you're turning 10. Throughout my life, you've just been amazing in so many ways. You've been such a comfort for me, a way that has shown me I can express myself, whether it's through like dances or in whatever shows we would make up for our parents, like weekly. I would always look forward to you knocking on my door, being like, "Want to make a dance to a Michael Jackson song?" Or like creating iMovies after school. Those are good. I love looking back on them whenever I can. And now just like being the older brother who's there in case I need help with homework or want to go to the gym, or you hear me in my room and you give me advice. You've just always been someone that I've really looked up to, especially this year. You've been one of my biggest role models. Especially seeing you yesterday, like on stage at Senior Showcase, I almost started crying because you're amazing. You do have the best music taste, and it's a lot like mine. So. You have an amazing sense of humor that I'm always trying to like level with. You've always been mature beyond your years, and I don't say it enough, but you're really one of my favorite humans to walk this earth. You add so much to this group as well with your amazing leadership skills, which I had no idea you had, but you've done an exceptional job. Exceptional. And your voice is beautiful, and it gets better every day, especially your beatboxing skills. It's amazing. Your stage presence is amazing under any amount of pressure. You've made genuine connections with every single person in this group, and that's really hard specifically for me to do, and I really admire that about you, and it's a hard thing to do. I don't know. Anyways, I know that you're going to do the same thing in college, and I'm so excited to visit you whenever I can. I'm so excited to go to UVM. Anyways, I don't know. People are always like talking about how, like whenever they're talking about their siblings, they're like, "Oh my God, they're so annoying," and I love being the one who can say, like, "I can't relate." My brother's the coolest person I know.
All right, so we have one more person who isn't a senior this year, but unfortunately he is leaving the group. He's moving to the California School of Weston. And so this person is Mattan. So Mattan, me, Sarina, and Mattan, we all entered the group together as freshmen. We've been in the group together this whole time, and like honestly, it's really hard. It feels really wrong that we're going into the next year without him, without you, I guess. How about you?
We were under the impression freshman year that Mattan was a quiet kid. He did not talk much during high lows. He kept it concise, which I assure you he does not do anymore. And he did not audition for solos much. Unfortunately, we were proven very much mistaken. Mattan has proven himself to be a really outgoing and funny person. He always loves to joke around, and you can always count on him to make you laugh.
Mattan brought this up earlier, but we were gonna mention how we have a joke about how you always Mattan your way into things, and like you end up in weird situations that you never meant to get into, and how that's always the funniest story whenever you tell another story about Mattanning your way into something. Yeah, and the energy and passion that you always bring to the group is truly undeniable and has shaped our group into what it is today.
He's got a lot of chutzpah.
But on a more serious note, Mattan may seem like a total goofball and he's always having fun, but you can tell that he really cares genuinely about all the people around him, and how you can always go to him if you need advice or if you need help, and he's always there to give you a hug or make you feel better if you're upset.
He's very hardworking and fully dedicates himself to the well-being of every single person around him. He cares just so much out of his heart for every single person. He works his very hardest every single day to make sure you're feeling the best that you possibly can.
And we know that when you get to California, you're gonna be in an a cappella group and you're gonna make the coolest friends and you're gonna make the same impact on them as you have on us. So thank you so much, Mattan. We're gonna miss you a lot next year. That is a tradition that we do every year, just as a way to say goodbye to the seniors. We'd like to invite any alumni in the crowd. If you guys want to come up and sing with us, come up. All right, cool.